It's time for us to get into the dailies for the day. We want to take a look at what is on the front pages of the various newspapers. But before we do that, let me take you to ChannelOneNews.com and let's go look at some stories there. But of course, when the brightness of the day has entered the set, you have to make some acknowledgements. Hi, Vivian.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm well. Why
No. It's lovely to see you.
Good to see you.
How was your weekend?
It was okay.
Yeah?
It was all right.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Able to get some rest in?
So.
Yeah. All right.
So.
Anyway, it's good to see you. You're looking
Good to
lovely.
be here. Good to see you too.
Yeah. Right. Let's just go and give us a few headlines from ChannelOneNews.com. And this one here says, IES is speaking to the government and says, address 2 billion, IPP debt before creating new energy authority. That's what it says there. We have Akufo-Addo invites Chinese investors to join Ghana's economic transformation. Joanna Jan Kujo, re-elected NDC parliamentary candidate for Amenfi Central. We also have the GPL Week 1 results. Baseke Holy Stars stun Hearts of Oak. And Samson Asake Wingobit expresses gratitude after election as PNC national chairman. So we have all these stories and more. Let me just give you one or two more here. The Asantehene supports Ogwaman Educational Fund with 500,000 Ghana cedis. Now, of course, you know that the Asantehene actually has his own for the second educational fund as well. So he's someone who's clearly very big on education, you know, and supporting education. Not just talking the talk, but actually.
And I like the way he's being very deliberate with his association and relationship with other chiefs, you know, really across the country. Yes. A few months ago, we saw him come to Greater Accra region, meet with the Galamsey chair, and then now we are seeing the Cape Coast one. So it's beautiful. I mean, we have to find a way to positively weave in our traditional leaders into the Ghana conversation. So that is healthy. We want to see more of those across board.
Absolutely. I'm sure this last one I'm going to give you here is showing up on some of the papers. December polls, Baumia to file nomination on Monday. I'm sure they're all going filing.
Yes, today we'll see Dr. Baumia at the EC, and then we are told that former President Mahama will send a representative there because he's campaigning elsewhere, so he won't be able to make it. But City FM as well as Channel One TV, we will be there to give viewers and listeners all that when it happens, right? And then there's also a key election today, the Wali Wali primaries will be conducted. They will also be live there as well. So you want to keep your,
channel glued here. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So if you permit me, can I start with a daily guide? I'll start with a daily guide. They say free SHS bold social intervention. There's a Otumfuo speaking. And also, like you said, Baumia and Mahama file nominations today. And then Cozy is my choice VIP. That's the parliamentary candidate for the NPP for Adentam. And then Medina NPP parliamentary candidate security attacked at Oyarefa Homowo. That's a troubling one, isn't it? Yeah. Then before you go to the Times, let me quickly take you to the Herald. It says Tobinco's 2015 criminal docket cited, counterfeit drugs, inferior condoms, and forgery mentioned. And then Wali at tipping point ahead of today's NPP primaries. Police threaten to shoot troublesome supporters. So that's it from there. And then finally, health sector unions asked Akufo-Addo to ban Galamsey now.
Yeah, over the weekend I saw a number of videos making their rounds on social media, and all of it is horrible. All of it is horrible.
I saw one.
All of it. There's nothing that's decent.
A lady on Cobra River. She had gotten gallons of water, and she said before they didn't even use alum to clean the water. Now they have to use alum to clean the water to drink, and that water they use it to do a check-in for all of us.
I saw that video. I saw that video.
And I'm like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Is anybody seeing and watching all these things?
Yeah, but
because if I was a person in position around this, I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Yeah, but they're not interested.
But what else are you
They're not
interested in?
Because you see, again, it's a little bit like the underground black market industries, like cocaine, like heroin, like marijuana. It's like that kind of industry
But even that
where it's illegal and yet there's so much money in it.
Yeah, but
that it doesn't interest people.
But
who
even
have
that,
access to the
we
money
see
to do anything about
security take action on certain
Oh,
things.
yeah,
Even
but
that is,
but
you know.
And you know that these
but
ones sometimes.
This one, do you
we
know
have,
why
we have
this
cocaine
one?
tend to cocaine powder and other things.
But at least it became you know, we have this one just across the street on the main streets of main highways happening.
Yes.
So you can't tell us that you can't see the people.
You see somewhere the road is actually crumbling.
It's so dangerous for yourself.
The constructed road is
authority.
crumbling because Galamsey has come to
Underneath.
the bottom of the road.
And you're okay driving, watching and closing your eyes. There'll be a day you drive and that's it.
That's
it will
the
collapse
pits
and
that
that's
you
it.
enter.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, they say that the lands minister says he's meeting all regional ministers over the Galamsey crisis. So I'll bring you details of that. Why are you looking at me? I didn't say it. He said it. So you read yours. I'll come to
All
that.
right, so the Ghanaian Times has these headlines here. It says, Imani Lord's Electrochem Songo concession considers it a game changer for Ghana's salt industry. We have Asantehene graces Fetu Afashe as rare historic feat. Donates 500,000 Ghana cedis to Uguaman Education Fund. And I want to say again, kudos for that. Tragedy, 10 perish in ghastly crash on Mim Gwaso Highway. Oh Lord, when will we put this issue of accidents, highway accidents behind us? Election 2024, Baumia Mahama file presidential nomination forms today. That's what we have on the front page.
Okay, I'll take you to our very good friend's newspaper, Elvis Darko.
Oh,
The news center. The difference is in the details. That's a tagline for that newspaper. Well, he has a story of the meeting. So, lands minister, all regional ministers to meet over Galamsey. And then anxiety over Galamsey-driven crisis heightened, sparks health, food security, and existential threats. So that's from the front page of the news center. The Ghanaian publisher says salt industry heads for major breakthrough. Imani applauds Electrochem's investment. And then still with the Galamsey story, Jinap summons ministers to emergency Galamsey meeting. And then we have Baumia will listen to you. This is Second Lady Samira speaking there. Okay.
The Chronicle, it says here, regional ministers summoned to emergency meeting to discuss Galamsey menace. Baumia Mahama filed nominations today. We have fear grips Ashanti Chiefs following Otumfo's anti-Galamsey stance. And let me just say again that really, I mean, I think that of all the leaders of the land, so far, he seems to be really leading the charge. Kudos to him, but it's a shame on the other people who could have taken a stance, but we don't see anything.
There were some chiefs in Western North last year who also I've forgotten the area. Who also
who did
took a stand, and then the waters cleared in their area and all that. We have to follow up on what happened with that.
Yes.
So kudos to the chiefs who are stepping up to stop this.
Absolutely. Let me give you the scripture for today on the front page of the Chronicle. It says here, Leviticus 25 verse 23, the land shall not be sold in perpetuity, for the land is mine. For you are strangers and sojourners with me. And basically it's just saying that take care of the land which you have custody over.
We'll be held accountable for what is happening. And those of us who are not saying anything because it suits us. Anyway, the Republic Press, Baumia Mahama filed today, and then PNC in turmoil as Apasera rejects flagbearer results. This is interesting. You know why? When I was listening to the news, you know when Janet Nabila was there every day, he said, now the same thing. Anyway, Ghanaians fume over Galamsey as menace worsens. Water bodies suffer. And then Volta Regional House of Chiefs targets cassava farming to rival gold in region's economic development. And then NDC to broadcast EC meeting despite rejection. I wonder how they're going to do that. Yeah.
But how can he be in the room when they don't want you to be in the room?
Yeah, and how can you have devices on and making it public when there's no agreement between the two? I'd say I don't want it. You to say you do it. You can't do that. Anyway.
The Anchor newspaper, you will find this headline interesting. PNC elects demo contractor as flag bearer.
Hey,
Defense Ministry, Interior, Sanitation, others go silent as Ghanaians demand whereabouts of river wardens.
Okay. And then, Kweku, have some interesting one. Still on the Galamsey. This is the Inquisitor. It says, Galamsey gets uglier. Children challenge adults, boast of having 50-carat gold. Imagine. I'm told there's a video of them mining and then showing off what they have and you know, doing it with impunity.
Yeah, there's a number of videos out, so I'm not sure which one they are referring to.
There's this one that they are being filmed, and one is covering the face, and they says, "Oh, don't cover your face. We are doing the thing. This is the gold we are getting. This is it. This is what we want to do." And I'm told now they film themselves and put it on social media. The fight is bigger than we think.
Yeah, and people have been emboldened just because of our intransigence and you know, unwillingness to deal with it when it was much smaller.
Yeah. You know, when we should have stopped this thing, you remember when it started, there was a video of this huge guy, Galano. Remember? With, you know, impunity and what that was that
That's
time.
when we should have stopped it.
Right now, it's going to be
far more difficult to stop now. So, talk about things that should be nipped in the bud. The New Publisher has an interesting headline. Try me and see. SHS boy dares with machete. Did you see that video?
Oh.
That was also another video. And
well, what's in that video?
So it's a guy apparently from O'Reilly Secondary School, and he has
the same O'Reilly.
Yes, he has a machete stuck in his shorts, like a full-size machete.
In the uniform.
In his uniform, yes. So you can see the headline over there. You can see it there.
And why does he have this? What is it?
No. He was saying that So it's like we are militarizing, right? And he's daring anybody who wants to come to the school to come and start a fight or after the aftermath of this thing.
Yeah.
So now the question is, I think that. So we should be speedy in our investigation. We should be speedy in our criminalization. Because somebody's dead. We should be speedy in our prosecution, right? And send a strong message that is unacceptable. Yeah. And then this guy, for example, must be arrested. Should have been picked
up by now.
Yes, he should be arrested. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know if he has by now. But I mean, when I saw the video, I shared it and tagged the Ghana police that they should over to them. You know,
he should have been picked up by now. You know, there were
I'm hoping he's been picked up by
issues
now.
Or concerns of gang undertones around this particular incident. But the GES says we should give them 2 weeks. I think this is the second week. And then the Ghana Police Service is also, you know, taking care of this thing. But I mean, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable.
Well, the other headlines here, it says 16 ministers summoned over Galamsey. Jinap demands collective action in honesty. Again, the flag bearers are filing nominations today by Mia and Mahama. Now, this thing about the regional ministers being summoned, is it the right direction? Are the regional ministers the ones?
Kweku, we know what to do. We should just do it. The talk shop and meetings is not the solution. We know what to do. How many times haven't we had these meetings? There was even one, remember Akufo-Addo met with them at the Ashanti region.
Yes.
Over how to move forward, to do and all that. So it's not about
and I think that the way we did the EI 64, we should do another EI. Come up with an executive instrument, go hard at it. Seriously.
You can't tell me that you're in a
know,
region.
in a state of emergency,
region, the main road of the region, you see the people mining. In the middle of Konongo, they are mining. And you tell me you are summoning what?
16 regional ministers.
Go and pick the people up and take what you have to do.
Let's
stop this talk shop matter. Anyway, Daily Analyst, election 2024, Bawumia Mahama filed nominations today. Bernard Mona elected PNC flag bearer, and then abandoned, quote-unquote, landfill site sparks health concerns.
All right, the Informer. It says here, elections determine your future. Bawumia is speaking. And there's an office clerk, a 39-year-old office clerk, arrested for alleged forgery and dissolution of marriages. Whoa. Okay.
He's been dissolving marriages.
Yeah, he's been forging, like illegally getting people married and also dissolving marriages.
Okay.
Wow. Galamsey poisoning Ghana, experts reveal. We have NDC refers EC to UNDP, but Commission says no. This is a demand for audit of voters, the voters register. IEA sets dates and invites questions. This is for the presidential and vice presidential debates. So these are some of the headlines on the front page of the Informer.
Okay, let me wrap up with my side on the headlines. Investors, this is BNFT. Investors opt for safe bets as elections near. And then AfriExim Bank aggressively tackling trade stagnation. So that's it from
I'll give you one final one. Cozy is my choice for Adentan. That's Bawumia speaking. Sidnet alerts government on bad Sisala roads. We have Bawumia files for presidency today, and Snit's pension best retirement package in Ghana. Joe Wise endorses successor Ralph Poku Eduse. All right, so those are some of the headlines we have on the daily. So you want to take us into some stories?
Let me bring you details. I want to bring you the detail of the land minister summoning all regional ministers to meet over the Galamsey crisis. And this is from the News Center, page 6. It says the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Samuel Abu Jinap, has called a meeting with all regional ministers to develop new strategies to combat illegal mining, commonly known as Galamsey. The meeting is set to take place on Wednesday, September 11, 2024, at the Ministry's conference room in Accra, beginning at 10 a.m. Government has been grappling with the persistent issue of illegal mining, which continues to wreak havoc across the country. Despite enforcement efforts, vast tracts of land and water bodies have been severely damaged by the activities of illegal miners, especially in mining communities where the devastation is plainly visible. That the ministers' meeting aims to address the growing concerns as various stakeholders, including chiefs, district security councils, Mineral Commission officials and regional authorities, stand accused of enabling or turning a blind eye to the problem. So 10 a.m. on Wednesday, the ministers' conference will all be there, invited or not invited, to hear what they will say and do.
Okay, so you know the front page of the Ghanaian Times says Imani Lord's Electrochem Songo concession, but the Daily Democrat has a different headline here, almost a contrary headline here. It says Adas Songo Lagoon conflict deepens as local groups accuse Electrochem and Traditional Council of mismanagement. So the interesting ones over there. I want to read this story on Try Me and See, the SHS boy who's threatening. It says here with the machete. It says here, this is on page 3 of the new publisher. While the corpse of the 18-year-old O'Reilly Senior High School student stabbed to death last week is still in the mortuary, another student of the school has been captured on video with a machete stashed into his uniform and boldly displaying the weapon and daring anyone to try him and see. Circumstances under which the Try Me video was taken and went viral is still sketchy, but the content has drawn condemnation and worry. The video captured the student raising his school shirt to display the machete stashed in his school shorts, and firmly with the belt in in his school shorts and held firmly with the belt in his school shorts. Same video captures the other male students around him, with some heard saying, "Fili Gadoji,
Hey.
Asa." And then social media users who have seen the video have tagged and linked the platforms of the Ghana Police Service, myself included, the Ghana Education Service, and the National Peace Council, and other relevant bodies. So yeah, I mean, he's daring them that, and this, so what I don't quite follow in terms of the video, in terms of the intention of it, because I'm sure the video was captured, the incident began to happen before the video started, the guy started filming, right? But I get a sense of, if somebody will attack me, I am ready. From the statement, he says, "Try me and see." Like, if you are going to come with a weapon, I mean, I have a bigger weapon.
Was it taken after? Do we?
Oh yeah,
are
it
we
was
sure?
after. Oh yeah, it was after. It was after.
The police have a lot to do.
was
I mean,
after.
you're not allowed to take such objects.
No,
you know,
at all. I don't know
to
what
school.
weapons like that are doing in school.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really, it used to be a
It was
proper
a
school.
very correct school.
It saddens me.
Yeah.
It saddens
Yeah.
me.
When it was situated in Adabraka, that's when I saw the premises, when it was situated in Adabraka.
So that means the police have a lot to do, school authorities have a lot to do. It appears the issue has festered for too long in terms of indiscipline in the school, you know, so there's a lot of work to do.
Even, I mean, we were having this conversation last week, Friday, with our viewers, and asking questions about, you know, the state of indiscipline. And people seem to just generally have the feeling that indiscipline has festered and grown, and we've allowed it.
We've allowed
and part of it is disempowering, if I can use such a term, disempowering teachers and head teachers in the schools is majorly to blame.
It's because we've imported too much westernization style of disciplining children in our, you know, system. Too much.
You know, we do this copy and paste thing that we don't fully copy and paste. Do you see? Because you see, you're copying and pasting what you see on the surface, but the things they've done in the background to make this thing you're seeing in the surface work.
Have in place.
Thank you.
We don't have
those systems in place. Anyway.
Full stop. You said it as it is.
Yeah, you have some more?
But let me take you quickly on the Bawumia Mahama filing their nominations today, and this is the Daily Guide. It says two of the country's most formidable political giants, as the Vice President, Dr. Bawumia, and former President John Mahama, are set to clash in a battle for the presidency as they file their nomination papers today. This will set the stage for a thrilling showdown between the incumbent NPP and the opposition NDC, as both leaders prepare to submit their papers to the Electoral Commission, signaling the official start of their presidential campaigns. Dr. Bawumia, accompanied by his running mate, Dr. Matthew Poku-Prempeh, party leaders and other officials, will submit his papers at the EC's headquarters. He's expected to address party supporters and the public afterwards at the NPP's headquarters. Meanwhile, the former President Mahama will also file his nomination papers today, as confirmed by his campaign spokesperson. So that's from the Daily Guide on the two political giants today.
All right. Let's just give you one final one before we leave it here. This one is the office clerk, 39, arrested for alleged forgery
Doing his own thing.
Dissolution of marriages. Henry Odate Lamte, 39, an office clerk with a Zongo Lane-based law firm in Accra, is in the police grips for allegedly forging high court orders with suit numbers. How would you know he's wrong?
Because he's
giving the full details. High court numbers, marriages and divorce certificates. Hey, maybe you're not married though. Maybe you thought you were married, but you're not married.
It's not
because your document is fake.
Oh, it's fake. If he's giving you marriage certificates, that's it. So the name should ring a bell for those who used his services.
Okay, so it says marriages, divorce certificates, and other documents in Accra. The accused, according to the police, allegedly forged signatures of the deputy judicial secretary and other judges in Adenta, Cape Coast High Courts, among others, to dissolve marriages. Wow. Anyway, so that's the story here. And it's on page 2 of the Informer newspaper. You want to grab it and read it. But yes, you can go over to ChannelOneNews.com and citynewsroom.com for your credible news updates. Vivian, thank you very much.
Thank you, Kweku. Have a lovely one.
You
and
too.
to Chris, wherever she's standing, have a lovely one too.
All right, sports is next.